Good morning, Mr. Barry. This is Ashma Shah, your legal advisor. I reviewed your case and I got to know that you're having certain issues with Mr. Angelo. I will try my best to help you to get out of the contract. Mr. Barry, I think that there are two major alternatives that can help you in this sense. The first one is that if we could challenge the validity of the contract you signed with Mr. Angelo, if we can prove that that contract was not legally enforceable, we can challenge the validity of that contract. So yes, based on the statements Mr. Angelo made to you in the telephone conversation in the notice board, if we can play those statements against Mr. Angelo, then certainly it can be of some help. So yes, Mr. Barry, so far I believe on the information you provided to me, I believe that statements provided by Mr. Angelo, like there were no competitors of the shop, the monthly sales turnover will be 20,000 per month, the expenses will not be more than 8,000 per month, and most importantly, delivery van and the loader were not in the good condition. This proves that Mr. Angelo had total fraudulent conduct, total misleading conduct, and those statements provided by him were just made to attract you to enter into the contract, just made to make you buy the shop and he could sell it to you. There are certain laws, made by senior judges, which are called common law, that can put you in three major positions. The first one is that you can deny to stay in the contract and cancel it. The second one, you can stay in the contract and sue for the damages you faced due to the fraudulent, due to the false statements made by Mr. Angelo. And third one is that you can say that you don't want anyone to enforce that contract on you. And there are certain statutes like Australian consumer law that can help you to claim refund for the money you paid to buy the business. You can also get other remedies if we can prove, like you can get in the position you were in before signing the contract with Mr. Angelo. And Mr. Barry, if in any case we cannot prove the validity of the contract, there is one more alternative left. If we can prove that Mr. Angelo breached certain terms in the contract, then it can help you out. For example, I got to know that the terms of the contract you signed with Mr. Angelo contain certain monetary value about delivery van and the loader, right? The delivery van, which you got to know after 6 months, was not possessed by Mr. Angelo and was in the default lease, and it later on was repossessed by someone from finance company. And the loader was not in the good condition to help you out to get the benefits to run your business properly. Not only Mr. Angelo, but any seller does not have any right to sell any kind of goods or chattels that lack certain proper possession and that lack certain qualities that can be beneficial to the buyer. Though Mr. Angelo fraudulently managed to sell it to you, but you have total right to have an undisturbed possession of the goods, and you have total right to have a good quality of the goods you buy from certain seller, right? So if we can prove that Mr. Angelo breached the terms in this sense, you can ask for all the money you invested to buy that shop from Mr. Angelo, and Mr. Angelo is bound to pay back that money to you. There are certain laws that are made to protect the consumer rights, and based on those laws you can ask for remedies. And if by any chance Mr. Angelo fails to refund the money back to you, you can reject the goods. You can reject delivery van and loader, and you can ask for the recovery of the losses, recovery of the cost you had to incur, you had to borne due to the use of those goods and chattels. So Mr. Barry, I will try my best to help you out using these two alternatives, and I'll see you in the next session. Thank you.